Okay, Busia Mami say mo kwa ba biem Emra TV Ghana so and any first time I hear me and I any first time I will see me and I may person your mama so be subscribe it to the channel. Me patro we are like I feel watch now the comment as a comment section market kind in edi amam. We dey bit media frame me any nana kwame to a hene na and any yako insane ni man to say Ghana remembers a day near bi abeto a year ne Twitter page na Idi se yeka sa wate ase yenim sa aban bi aba obo bosia no so oba definitely it should be in the interest of Ghanaians what I say ihu niema aban de niema ni nyina eden eye ebo o man no onye sa paade a no bagawa ya we no go gree na enum na ye hwe from John Jerry John Rollins pen so ebisi eni no bosia ya bu kroma ede na ede aye bosia no kwa intervals the same na kwan ben so ne fa so bo bosia no na enum na eni no ada di pefi say ye hwe bosia amanfo abro e wo kroma a ex president ne compared to another de na ene developmental project omo de aye na adem da ho clear say Mahama is not an option. Na ensem no ye bekom yi na afi no ya hwehwe videos na wo ha ne bi na afi ye de ne akanya na atro so na. Ninti America say Mahama is not an option. They say you can't use $270 million just to build one interchange. Na obi the 68 point saying abe ye I say Nana&Bawumia about 4 interchanges. Free SHS mile, one district, one factory mile. COVID-19, we enjoyed light, free water, and all that. And need the Ghana for say, Papa no come wa makura nke now yenti ense mama me we dia tudwa no ye ba ne akenya no ye de beto so ama enti for any ahwefo ewo ye tumedie no eso yes yenkohwe bi.
Hello, my name is Lady Just. It is an election year and the right time to draw contrast between the two leading political parties. This is Truth in Politics. Before I begin, please subscribe and like this video so you will be the first person to receive our videos as soon as they are released. In a politically polarized Ghana today, the lines between sympathizers of NPP and NDC have been sharply drawn along with what people are willing to believe. But that is where we come in at Truth in Politics. Amid all the accusations of corruption on both sides, here are facts that cannot be disputed. Let me begin with an obscure government agency called Management Development and Productivity Institute, MDPI. We do not know how much that agency's budget is or was as of January 7th, 2017, but what we can authoritatively report is that the balance in the bank account for that entire government agency was 5 Ghana cedis. Yep, 5 Ghana cedis. When the NDC left office in January of 2017.
Well, let me also talk about this. Before say NDC a free power ama Nanado Dankwa Ekufuado aban abano. There is this a government agency they seek to it development in who krumano on beheno so they have an account, they have a bank account and all that. And answer na Mahama a free aban that chairman for that agency ANT agency ni account MPP bar power no na 5 Ghana cedis per and na that account ni 5 Ghana cedis. So imagine they will come and then we left money. And if you know your promises are measured, why then come to be a president? I'm talking to Mahama. Knowing say you guys will come back and say abiding here what did you leave in the account? What was left in the account? NDC on
5 Ghana cedis. The bank account of a whole government agency was completely emptied by the departing NDC managing director. Stories like this was very common when the MPP came to power in 2017. You've also heard a lot about how much the current MPP administration has borrowed. The problem with nation building is not how much you borrow, but what you do with what you borrow. Here are the debts as at the end of each administration since our fourth republic. Under NDC, developing nations, what's important is how far a government manages borrowed money. We call it the Loan Management Index, or LMI. Initial estimates show that the price tag of all major developmental projects, soft and solid, under Nana&Bawumia, tabulated by estimation against the total amount borrowed, comes to roughly 0.917 or 91.7%. In contrast, the LMI under Mahama comes to roughly 0.739 or 73.9%. This means that whereas $8.30 of every $100 borrowed under Nana&Bawumia was applied to uses other than soft and solid developmental projects, as much as $26.10 of every $100 borrowed under Mahama was applied to uses under Nana&Bawumia. For every $100 borrowed, $8.30 was wasted in the system. But under Mahama, for every $100 borrowed, $26.10 was wasted in the system.
Okay. Asa na yebeko so no under Nana&Bawumia no any Mahama no, we are comparing them because they are the two competitive political parties now. Under Mahama, whenever we borrow money about $100, $26 and some cents were misused for nothing. Under Mahama, now Nana&Bawumia pension no sika bi e borrow e bia no 8 cents. Definitely on say sika de ba won sema e bi beye, you get it. Bi be fa won sa say obetuto niam bi a ho hia, but it was a limited. Mahama pension de no was $26 per every $100. Now the pension per every $100 it's $8 and some 5 cents be. So compare these two political parties and see the one that can help the country. Of course, him say obia won na nso ba omo di ehin and ebebo man yento ankomo no so.
With these findings against the backdrop of global economic shocks by COVID-19 and the Ukraine war, one can explain the 8.3% of loans that was not applied towards developmental projects. Remember that those global shocks resulted in Nana&Bawumia's administration needing to provide many free amenities such as free electricity and other COVID-related expenditures that Mahama did not have to confront. But what can explain the 26.1% of the unaccounted for loans and other COVID-related expenditures that Mahama did not have to confront? But what can explain the 26.1% of the unaccounted for loans under the NDC administration? I am sure that when you look at the cost of interchanges alone, you will find the answer to this question. Please be sure to visit our social media handles, like and subscribe to our pages. My name is Lady Just, and this $1 billion. Actual amount borrowed is unknown due to records unavailability. The MPP President J. Kufuor left us with $10.1 billion, which means he borrowed only $2.1 billion. It needs to be said that under Kufuor, because of HIPIC, some of our debt was forgiven, but he left a debt of $10 billion. The NDC President J.E.A. Mills left $16.7 billion in debt before his unfortunate death, which means Mills borrowed $6.6 billion. NDC President J.D. Mahama took over from his boss on July 24th, 2012, and went on to borrow 22.3 billion in 4.5 years to leave incoming Nanado's government with $39 billion in debt. It should not be lost on Ghanaians that John Dramani Mahama is on record as the highest borrowing president in Ghana's history. Thus far, MPP President Nana-Addo has taken that debt to $51 billion, which means Nana-Addo has borrowed $12 billion thus far.
Now, this is my point. Nanado any a Mahama who borrowed more. Nanado borrowed $12 billion. Mahama borrowed saying, and this is the man that you want to bring back to power. I think if Mahama comes to power, it means Ghana we are not serious. We don't want to move on. We don't want to progress, and we should accept our fate. Say other African countries, even those that are crawling on the ground, will come and then surpass us because I'm about to overpassing. I'm about to overtaking because Ghana we are not serious. A man that borrowed more than enough within 4 to 6 years, within 4 6 years, $29 billion, and somebody is in power for 8 years or borrow 12 billion pay, and you are here making unnecessary noise. NDC for Nyamo Ferry. NDC for you. Are you guys not ashamed of yourselves? Hey, Ghana oh. Nyame hu ye mobo. Nyame hu ye mobo pa. Yintini. You the yintini okaso also.
Now let's see what the last two administrations have done with the money they borrowed. You know what investments has gone into the education sector with free SHS and the result? But today I'll focus on just Rose for an example. We have said it before and we will say it again. Nana-Addo has built more than 3 times the number of interchanges that Mahama built, and he did it at a highly cost-effective way. For example, Nana-Addo built 4 interchanges, Temamotowe Roundabout, Tamale, Pokuase, and Obechebi Lamte at a total cost of $283 million. In contrast, Mahama built just one, Kwame Nkrumah Circle, which he says is called Dubai, has been truth in.
Nia friend Dubai no. Abusia. ANSMP. ANSMP. But yedi adwene de chia ye behwe su fra. I'm very sad. Sometimes I become so sad to understand that people like Mahama should have been in jail. Nipa biti se Mahama mono. Esenka by now komu jail. What I say because I I'm from Busia, mami from Musia because I'm sad. I'm sad. Build one interchange. Call it Dubai with such an amount. Ghana, we are not serious. Ebusuya medini na nakwame to ahena high TV Ghana be subscribe. We are like afi share na for comment. Then now Jennifer Sansem ya e dia ba betu dwen for adwen chebra as a good citizen of the as a good citizen of the country. At the beginning so ba we are here. We shall see. Me twa me ho aba me ba ye beto aso e dia mam.